Hello, family, sisters and brothers. Yours truly, Tyler Messenger. Today, I'd like to welcome you into another segment of Piety House. It's another beautiful day in the Lord. Let's rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, family. I'd like to clarify some things about Tyler Messenger, Tyrone White. Um, in my last segment, when I mentioned that I know my way around the church, I was saying that to say that yes, I've preached many sermons, I've taught sermons, I baptized soldiers. I had the opportunity to have baptized because I was a deacon for 10 years or more, and I also sung in the choir, played drums in the choir, taught Sunday school. So I know my way around the church and I know the order of the church. And I'm saying that to my new family that don't know, because everybody my new family know I just silly man and I like to act silly, which I do, and which I'm still going to do because I can't help that. I love to make you laugh. So the just of Piety House is to grow disciples. That's first and foremost. But also laughter is good for the soul. And I just happen to be gifted to make people laugh, and I love to see a smile. If you don't even have to laugh, if you just smile for me, I've done my job, right? And my job is to create disciples and to have fun. That's my job. I have fun. I've been having fun a long time, so because I'm not afraid to be who I am. And matter of fact, a family member came from out of town, and you know, I don't like to call names because I don't want to put nobody on the spot, but it was a good thing. They said, you got this inner peace going on. I don't. They didn't understand it. They were scratching their head like, what? They said you've always had this peace, but now it's this inner peace that's what is that? I say that's Jesus. That's exactly what it is. It's Jesus. And some family went on to say, you got your own church now? Because of the way I move and how I boldly speak about my Lord and Savior Jesus. They said, you got your own church? You know what my response was? Family, my church is in my heart. The church is in your heart. That's where the church begins, in your heart. And wherever you go, when there's two or more churches being done, the church is actually a building that we go to fellowship with other believers on the same accord. So it's just a building where we go to fellowship with other believers, right? Of course, it's called a church in God's house, but you can have church in your home, and you can have church on the job when two or more people are together on one accord, magnifying Jesus. So I'm saying all that to say the church begins in your heart.